there we are. So the power steering rack has been removed, and I wanted to compare it to another unit that I plan to fit in. For now, I'm not going to expose what this other unit is, but this one is a hydraulic power steering rack, and the front one is E21 and the other one is unknown. I was afraid that's going to be the other one, which the hydraulic is. I thought that's gonna be shorter. That could have been, that would have caused some issues, but nothing's impossible. Now I just found out it's longer, which is not bad because machine shop can fix it. And I thought I'm going to add to the video why you can't use E30, E46 and other power steering racks, why you can't fit into E21. So on this model, the rack was fitted behind the crossmember subframe there, and then it was connected to the back side of the strut here. Now E30, E46 and other newer BMW models, they have the power steering rack fitted in the front of the subframe, and then those tie rods are connected not to the back of the struts but the front, somewhere here, meaning when you steer the steering wheel on E21, I'm going to steer this now because this one does the same like E21's. So when you steer it to the right, then the tie rod goes to the left. I'm turning it to the right. It goes to the left. E21's does exactly the same because the tie rod connected to the back of the strut. Now E30s and the newer models, when you turn the steering wheel to the right, then the tie rod goes exactly the opposite direction. Therefore you just can't fit it. And yeah, I thought I have to find some cheaper solution than buying a second-hand E21 steering rack, and I think this is going to work out, but we'll see in my upcoming videos. I just got back from the machine shop and I measured, and we had to lathe off 34 mil of the original size of this tie rod. So now we've shortened it and I'm going to fit them, and after I'm going to measure its full length. New tie rods have been fitted. Now it's exactly the same length as the E21 steering rack. This is the original tie rod, shortened and I've got tie rod ends. This one is M14, this one is M12, but I don't think if that makes any difference. And also tie rod ends, E21s M8, whereas the other is M10, but it's still gonna fit into the strut that I checked already. Now I'm going to try to put this up, mark the center line, and the next phase would be to design some brackets. Now I was trying to figure out the center line of this power steering rack, as its housing, it's asymmetric, so I had to find the center line first for both this unit and that one. And in the meantime, in the process of finding it, I measured the full travel, and it has turned out to be the one that I want to build in got a 137 mil travel. That's the full travel from end to end. Whereas the E21s, its full travel 156. So it's slightly longer than the other. Regardless, I think it's still gonna work out. Obviously, I won't be able to steer the wheel that much like with the stock E21's steering rack, but something for something. And the other thing I figured out is that I would need four full turn from end to end with the E21, and I need 3.5 turns with this other unit. So yeah, it's less travel, less turns, but I think I can live with it. And now I found the center line of this new unit, which is around this line I already marked. It lines up with that fitting, and E21 center line is gonna be there right in the middle. And now I know, and now I want to find out the angle of the connection, and I'm using a angle gauge to do that. And once I set this up to the same angle, then I'll be able to design some bracket that I can use. But so far I don't see anything that would stop me fitting it. Okay. I found one other power steering rack of E21s, which is that one, and I believe that this one is from an earlier model, year 79 might be, and this one was coming off of my car, which is 82, year 82, and I just noticed that actually these use rivets there to connect to the column, whereas the other one, the earlier, this one is made of steel, this one is aluminum, and they didn't use rivets, they used bolts. So my plan is to reuse this. I'm going to remove these bolts, and I'm going to make some bushing here, which is going to connect to this other off-model power steering rack, and then this all should be connected. I printed a few brackets, and I've got 3 versions, and hopefully this one's gonna be the last one. This seems to fit well, and I'm going to try to mount the steering rack. First bracket is fitted, and this is how it's going to stand. Obviously that's the center line. It should line up right in the middle. It seems really accurate. And now I'm going to have to design another bracket here, which is going to be the easier part. And here I'm going to connect these two.